is it recording? I have no idea. That is. The notification was in the way of the FPS reader, so that's fine. Alright, we're back with more Broken Sword. Shadow of the Templars with me. Demon Wolf. Oh, that's so good. Alright. Store game. Next time. Forgot what we were doing. Ah, yes.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
That is not a good idea.
Fair enough.
Have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic, in the Avenue des Hérissons.
Why was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
Yeah, but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lawns.
Yeah, you're very, very helpful.
No. Did I show you this book?
Yes, monsieur.
See you later, sir.
Alright. Detective Russo is not there, so there's that. We'll go there soon. Did that. Over there. Let's go see if your dude is here yet.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
Yeah. It doesn't mention John.
I've heard this.
You don't know anything.
No, I owe what little education I gained. It was...
Yep,
He taught
yep,
me
yep.
about...
Why don't
Yep.
You know... Do you...
and you?
I heard all this shit.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. It is the uniform I get.
And they ask you to part.
They asked me to... They asked...
Where at?
Of course. No.
Can you give me any?
Certainly, monsieur. That tripod...
Alright.
What's the do you don't you?
Well, what...
Alright, we talked to this goofball already.
I found this gem.
That means nothing.
How did you manage to get?
I had the right and military manner, squeaky shoes, and an irrational hatred of children.
Fair enough.
What kind of? Yeah. Can I take a?
What? That
How it? How is?
by the,
It strike
it as
Does this white powder mean?
no, it doesn't.
Would you like to?
Not well.
Thanks.
Nope. I want to see if he walks towards it in any way. Huh. I'm thinking I open this, distract him, pull this, it knocks this over, breaks this, I hide in there and go, ha. Let's attempt this, shall we? Right over here, quickly. Do we need something else? No, that won't work. I think we need something else to help us knock it down. Something I don't think I have yet. Oh, yes? It is grease. Well, not grease, really. It's some sort of paint or something. Yeah. Alright, I don't think we have what we need to do that. Alright, let's go to the hospital, man.
There was no sign of the crew of the ambulance. I felt a little guilty as I tried the door, like I was about to rob a grave. I gripped the handle with an involuntary tremble in my hand and pulled. The door was locked.
Oh, can I do the card trick? No. Oh, maybe I can, actually. Hold on. Never mind. Let's go.
The guy seemed to be practicing his air of authority. Today, he was working on his withering stare. The woman managed to look overworked and hassled, though she didn't appear to be doing anything.
2 ways to go. Let's talk to this guy.
Hi, my name's George Stovard.
Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
May I have the honor of shaking you by the hand?
You may not. I don't encourage physical contact between my staff.
Wait, what?
Does this white powder mean anything to you?
No, sir. I do not pretend to know the pharmacist's job.
Look at this, Doc. It's a genuine medieval-type gemstone.
Yes, so I see. Remarkable.
I have to take this gem to Marquet. He might be able to explain its significance.
My dear chap, Marquet has other things on his mind right now.
Like what?
His catheter, for one.
What do you make of this tissue, sir?
If I were you, I'd have the sample analyzed.
You know, when I showed him the diamond, he sounded like, you know, he was about to laugh after the catheter type thing.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamat?
No, sir, I have not.
Oh, great.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, sir, I do not.
Do you recognize this red nose, sir?
No, I do not. This is a hospital, not a circus ring. We minister to the sick in body, not the sick in mind.
Does the name Thomas Merlin mean anything to you?
No, it does.
Of course it doesn't.
Does this tool mean anything to you?
Sacre bleu! That's exactly what I needed in my last operation.
It is?
I had to improvise with a knitting needle and a couple of corks. If only you'd been on hand at the time, my patient would have given his right arm for it.
Okay.
I'm looking for a guy named Jacques Marquet.
In which department does he work?
He doesn't. He's a patient.
I see. You do realize there are strict policies regarding visiting hours, don't you?
This is important. I have to talk to Marquet urgently.
We make no exceptions to the rules.
It's a matter of life and death.
The well-oiled running of this hospital is a matter of life and death. That's why we have rules.
I think I ought to warn you that Marquet is not what he seems.
Explain yourself.
He's in league with a bunch of guys who want to take over the world.
Nonsense. Besides, Marquet's employers have paid in advance for one of our most exclusive private rooms.
Could you tell me who Marquet's employers are?
Certainly not.
Thanks for your help.
Let's talk to the
Excuse me?
receptionist, then. Oh, dear
Yes,
God.
sir.
Is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plants. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
Now, this portrait of her is fine. No bother. That there little picture of her on, like, down here, that is creepy. Looks like she has, like, no eyes, big red smile on her face, soulless eyes, just blank, just looking at you. I see right through you. Or see your soul, or it's creepy.
I'd like to shake you by the hand.
Don't be fresh, young man.
Okay.
Can you think of any use for this greasy tissue?
I guess you could use it to baste a roast turkey.
What does this false nose remind you of?
Oh, it's a clown's nose.
Have you seen this man here at the clinic?
No, sir. And I never forget a face.
Is this plaster any use to you?
I'm allergic to plaster.
Look at this ID pass.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
For me?
Yes. He was shouting your name when they brought him in here. Now, let me see. He was on Ward B12, as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh, dear. He's on Ward J2. That's Nurse Grendel's ward.
Well, I wasn't expecting the past to lead me to... Okay.
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock alarm call, 6:10 bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
Sounds like a crazy version of Sheldon.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J. How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2. And good luck.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Right, it was down this way.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow. The door didn't have a sign or label or any kind of identification. He looked blissfully happy for no apparent reason. Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
Wait, what?
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not until I've washed, if you don't mind, sir.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the corridors?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
Oh, great. The crazies.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine.
Sorry.
I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you? I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull through.
Great.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Who is it?
That's what I'm asking you. Have you seen him before?
How should I know? You haven't told me who he is.
take a look at the photo.
Yeah, okay.
Now, have you seen him before?
No.
Oh, for crying out loud. And heard of this
See you
guy.
later.
Yeah, take...
The connector in the socket supplied electricity to the polishing machine.
Why can't I take it out? Just like yank on it and pull the thing out. Oh, that is really annoying.
Hey now,
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
There we go, now I can pull it out.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Go, 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 don't stand there looking at him. Go, 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 don't stand there looking at him.
Hello.
Oh, hi! No whistling, right?
Right. Are you having trouble with Mr. Shiny?
Yes, I am. I don't know what's got into him today. He keeps pulling his plug.
I know,
See you later.
Yeah,
it's a bloody shocker.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Oh, hi. Is this Ward J2?
Yes, sir. The patients are ready for your inspection, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
You'll need this, Doctor.
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
What is this device?
It's for taking the patient's blood pressure, Doctor.
Do you want this,
Device for measuring blood pressure?
Yeah, do you want it back?
No, thank you.
Would you like to shake hands with me?
Well,
No, it's okay. Forget it. Do you have any clowns on the ward?
why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
I'll bet he lightens the place up.
Hardly. Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3 months.
Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been placed in strict isolation.
Why is Marquet in quarantine?
If you wish to know more, you'll have to speak to Herr Hagenmeier. All I know is that Marquet's room is strictly out of bounds.
Do you know who paid for Marquet's room?
No, of course.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern, monsieur.
What's wrong with Boissy?
He was involved in a very nasty accident. A silly stunt involving a unicycle.
Eesh.
His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock. It's unlikely he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I don't.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Goes out talk to that guy.
The nurse was stunningly beautiful. The guys on this ward sure were lucky to be in her care. Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it. What's your impression of Nurse Grendel?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
The woman in reception described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
What can you tell me about Marquet?
He's the man in the private room, isn't he? That room was mine before I was tossed out like a common squatter.
Do you know what's wrong with Marquet?
They won't even say what's wrong with me. Tell me, Doctor, what's your opinion?
It's too early to say.
But I've been here for 3 months.
I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I'm a doctor. It's my job. Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Have you any idea what this is?
No, Doctor. I wouldn't even like to guess.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, Doctor. Who is it?
A cold-blooded killer. Do you recognize this red nose?
Doesn't that belong to Boissy?
No. I found it in a sewer.
He's a clown, you know. You wouldn't think so to look at him now, would you?
That over there?
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
I'm not really a nightclub man, Doctor.
Fair enough.
Have you heard of a guy called Merlin?
No, Doctor.
I'll come back later.
I'm talking to this guy or that guy? No. Let's ask her about Club Alma. Maybe she knows. Although I doubt it.
Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur?
I want to do this one more time.
Does this mean anything to you?
The Club Alamut? I've never heard of it.
Do you know Merlin of Gruber Electronics?
No, I don't.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I don't.
Is this plaster any use to you?
No, it isn't.
Does this tool mean anything to you?
I don't recognize.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
It's beautiful, but I've never seen it before.
Do you recognize this tissue?
No, I don't. It looks like a chronic...
Well, I've been carrying it around for days, and I'm okay. Would you like to shake hands with me?
Well...
No, it's okay. Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Alright, so that guy's there. And...
Doctor!
Of course.
What is it?
You haven't taken my blood pressure.
Seems fine to me.
You're not
Of course I am.
No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
I can't take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back later.
Oh, Doctor.
What now?
You didn't finish taking my blood pressure.
Does he have... what's it called?
Okay, let's try again.
Is that our dementia? Oh, what's the other one? Alzheimer's? Maybe that's what he has, and he just keeps forgetting. I think they're the same thing. I'm not sure.
You don't have the first idea what you're doing, do you?
I'll come back when you've recovered your manners.
He's going to call me over again. I know it.
You haven't finished taking my blood.
Are you kidding me?
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How come he gets preferential treatment? It's because he's got money, isn't it?
I'll come back when you've dealt with that chip on your shoulder.
And I don't call you over again.
You haven't finished taking my blood.
I don't think I'm gonna get past him until I take his blood pressure.
Will you keep quiet?
I'll keep...
I have...
It's...
I'll... Hi. Does this gem mean anything?
No, Doctor.
Do you know what this...
It looks like plaster.
Do you know what this tool...
I'd rather not, Doctor.
I'll come back.
Alright, we gotta talk, woman. This guy's getting on my nerves.
Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur.
Thank
Never
you,
mind.
nurse.
Au revoir.
I think I'm missing something.
The connector in the...
I wonder if I can use this now to look like a doctor.
Hey! Oh,
I know, but I'm curious.
oh no! I'm responsible
No,
for that
just
cupboard
leave it.
and the contents.
Okay.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Yes, sir? Pleased to meet you, sir.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny.
That's right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit. Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something. Shake my hand, Benoit.
I don't think that's a good idea, sir.
How come?
Dermatitis.
I don't have dermatitis.
I do.
Okay.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. I've never seen him before.
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur. This is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean I'd get my hands dirty with a nurse.
Shut up, Benoit.
Okay, sir.
Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
No, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamet?
No, sir.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Merlin?
No, sir.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
Not me, sir.
What does this tissue mean?
Is that a nasal discharge, sir?
No, it's grease paint. Does this false nose mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Do you know what this white powder is?
No, sir.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Isn't that used to snap the patient's ribs when exploring the abdomen?
See you later.
Right.
Hi, I'm Dr.
Yes, sir?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Excuse me, sir.
Aha! Just the man. You must be the new boy.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy. This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him? He is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
I'll bet.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
Is he following me? He is too. Alright! Next episode. EUNNY Bunny. See you soon.